It sounds like at some point, I'm guessing in a 2 to 5 year period, you started having success as an individual agent. And then, I'm going to combine this with another question. What do you think? Because at some point you go, boy, I can make six figures doing this job, right?
Mm.
But what do you think is the main skill learned that you have to learn to go from 0 to 6 figures? And then what do you think the main skill is from 6 to 7, right? Or the
Yeah.
main mindset? What are those sort of things that you have to adapt mentally and emotionally to go
Yeah.
from to make those steps?
Yeah. So to go from 0 to 6 figures, and we're talking gross or net, probably net, right?
Hmm.
Is skills. And the skill set you need is under the umbrella of sales.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until I embraced the fact that I am in a sales position. I struggled. So I struggled before I came to terms with that and embraced it as an identity of who I was and who I am and who I need to be.
Hmm.
And because I think a lot of agents struggle with this is they don't recognize they're in sales,
Hmm.
and they see it as something bad. You will always struggle as long as you think making money is bad. Filthy rich is filthy,
Yeah.
right? Money's the root of all.
Evil.
As
Yeah.
long as you're finishing those sentences, you're going to struggle in real estate. And if you think you don't like salesy, I don't want to sound salesy, I don't want to be pushy. As long as you have these scripts running in your subconscious, you're going to struggle. So for to 0 to 6 figures, it's sales skills,
Yeah.
not just sales skills. So back to my story about riding the bus to work. I got a bus pass because I couldn't afford my gas. So my real estate office was 45 minutes away, right? In Washington State, that's 45 miles because we don't have traffic.
Yeah.
So 60 miles an hour, right? So I was committed to going to the office every day, right? Not
Hmm.
staying at home, going to the office every day. So I take the bus. On the bus, I would read sales books.
Hmm.
That was the difference between year 2 and year 3. Is year 2 I sold 12 homes, year 3 I sold 32 homes
Oh, wow.
and made $207,000. So I went from $70,000 to $200,000 in a year riding the bus to work. Now I can afford gas, so I stopped riding the bus.
Yeah.
But the principle here, the key here is I read every sales book I could get my hands on. The little book of sales, Gittimer,
Hmm.
the ultimate sales machine, Chet Holmes, how to win friends and influence people, Dale Carnegie, how to stop worrying and start living, Dale Carnegie. I just grabbed them all on Amazon and I read them on the way up. And then I got big into self-help and mindset and all that. And that really propelled me to six figures. Never look back. Never look back. And I started calling myself a salesperson, not in real estate. When someone would say to me, "What do you do?" Right? Before I was embarrassed because I went from a commercial airline pilot 747 to a realtor,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
I didn't put my picture on my business card. One, I thought it was cheesy.
Right.
Two, I was embarrassed to be a real estate agent, right?
Hmm.
And then year 2, year 3, so when people would ask me what I did, I'd say real estate. And people do this today too. They say, "What do you do for a living?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm in real estate," right? I flip homes, I
Hmm.
invest, I dabble here, I dabble that, right? To make up for their lack of sales.
Yep.
And I noticed this about everyone else. Everyone else, all these other agents were pretending they were more than what they really were. And I knew there was something hiding there was some lack of integrity there. And I think the consumer could feel it. So I said, I'm going all in. So when someone said to me, "What do you do for a living?" I say, "I sell real estate. I'm a real estate salesperson."
Hmm.
100%. I had to say it in the mirror in the bathroom. I remember, Nick, you're the number one real estate salesperson in this area. You are a salesperson. I had to
Yeah.
convince myself. And then I would go into buyer consultations, listing consultations, and I would just flat out go straight for it. And I would just say, you are hiring, you're making the single most important decision you have to make when it comes to selling your home or buying a home. And that's what real estate salesperson you hire. You hire me because I'm the best salesperson. You need to find the best salesperson.